Hello everybody, Hoovy186 back again with another video. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Um, like before I start the video, I want to give a huge shout out to Wolflow. Dude, he's been following me for a while now. We've been following each other for a while now. Um, and he has a t-shirt company that he would like to, he wanted me to shout out, so I'm gonna do it here. ShopTeesNest.com. I'll have the link in the description if you haven't seen it. They actually have some stuff. They actually this now. It's a new company, so they're starting to come out with some shirts, and they have some designs on there already. So go on there, ShopTeesNest.com. Follow them on Instagram on Shop Tees Shop Tees Nest. So it's Shop Tees Nest, and give them a follow. Follow up on some of their new shirts. A lot of cool designs on there. So hopefully one day I'll get one on my own on my own. So shout out to Wolflow. Now let's start with the video, right? Now the video this video is something that I normally wouldn't talk about because I don't really care about the subject matter or the person. Not that I don't hate Ninja or anything like that. It's just I'm not a fan. So I don't watch his content. I barely like obviously I know about his history. I know probably the most influential game streamer out there. Maybe with the exception of maybe PewDiePie or whatever. He's definitely up there, right? I know he signed with what did they call Mixer a long time ago before that dissolved. Most known for his for being on Twitch, right? So I know a little bit about him, but like I said, I don't watch. I'm not a fan of whatever. So a couple days ago, he was being interviewed by the New York Times. I believe it was the New York Times. That's the article where I'll have that in the description also. This is the this is the interview that he did, and I read about it on the New York Times, and he essentially said that it's not his job to parent to it's not his job to teach his followers about racism and stuff like that. Obviously, throughout the summer we had a whole bunch of talk about Black Lives Matter and the whole civil unrest that we had during the summer. Obviously, we know what happened. Pretty much several weeks ago with the storming the Capitol. It is lots of fuck shit going on in this world, right? We all know this. And obviously, when it comes to online chat, a lot of racial slurs get thrown out there, especially the N word, from a bunch of people who feel like it's comfortable to say those racial slurs in chats instead of saying it in real life because they know that they'll deal with the consequences. So you have all that going on, and Ninja, I guess, when asked about it, said that it's not his job. It's his parents' job. It's the parents' job to teach their kids about white supremacy and stuff like that, and racism and stuff like that. And I agree with him. I 1,000% agree with him. Like, cause here's the thing that I feel like is a known, I guess you could say, crutch when it comes to parenting, right? Cause listen, I'm 35 years old. I've seen it all throughout my life. When you have certain parents who use entertainment as a scapegoat for them failing as parents, right? I'm just being honest, right? And I'll give you a prime example of this. Long time ago, I don't remember when this happened. Like, this might have happened. I want to say my freshman year in high school. I think this happened, but like I said, I'm not 100% sure. The Columbine thing happened, right? For those of you who don't know, Columbine, a high school in Colorado, was shot up by two kids, right? And the thing is, and obviously in this country, we have a very disturbing gun obsession in this country, and what a lot of people do, instead of trying to find out how it is that two teenagers were able to grab these military style weapons, all they did was they blamed the media, basically. They blamed entertainment. I remember people like Marilyn Manson was a big top was a big was the blame. Apparently, the kids were Marilyn Manson fans. They also blamed TV and video games. Grand Theft Auto 2 and Grand Theft Auto in general, and it was a huge talking point when it comes to why this shit why shootings happen, right? And mind you, this is not the 3D. This is not the 3D massive open world scale game that we're talking about now. We're talking about back in the day when Grand Theft Auto was a top down game, top down, 2D games and stuff like that. Right? This is how far back this stuff goes when you talk about the difference when you talk about how some people blame entertainment for situations that should have been handled by the parents, right? And to me, like I said, I don't know how old Ninja is. He might be. I'm sure he's a little bit younger than I am, but not that much. But like, at the end of the day, like he's right. It's not his job to teach kids about anything. The only thing that really is his responsibility is just to create content. That's all. That's what he's there for. He's not there to parent your kids. That's the parent's job. And far too often in our society, we have situations where people behave poorly. When young teenagers behave poorly when it comes to like little shit, or like what I mentioned before with the bigger stuff. There always tends to be a lack of blame that goes to the parents. Now I'll talk about my parents. Both my parents were harsh disciplinarians, right? They didn't mean that I still made mistakes. I still did things wrong. Yeah, of course I did. But I knew the consequences of my actions when I did them. You know what I mean? Like I knew the consequences of my actions, and I knew that if I fucked up, I was gonna get spanked like severely. You know what I mean? I remember one time I got whooped, at home for losing my report card. You know what I mean? Which were all S's, by the way, which was an excellent score. I got pretty much straight S's on my report card, but I got punished because I lost it. You know what I'm saying? Like again, like trivial? Yeah, sure. Like did my dad have to do it? No. He could have taken my teacher's word for it, but at the end of the day, he beat my ass because I lost my report card. That's it. You know what I mean? Like and to me, I feel like parents nowadays they and I can understand to an extent that they're afraid to discipline their kids harshly because of maybe someone may take it the wrong way. Maybe if the kid comes to class with bruises, that he'll like maybe maybe the parents will report them. I get that to an extent. I do get it to an extent. But there's a clear difference between abuse and discipline. Right? There's a clear difference. And when you don't allow any type of discipline, kids are going to act out in ways that are a bit harsh. You know what I mean? There's no consequences for their actions, right? And obviously everyone's different. So like, just because you discipline your kid doesn't mean he's gonna react in a disciplinary way. But I guarantee you that the way your kids are raised are a reflection of the parenting, right? Because even though I misbehave from time to time, by and large most teachers will say that I was a good kid growing up. Same thing goes for all my siblings, right? But when parents are so dependent on other things to discipline their kids, like that more often than not, that's not going to work. And frankly, you need someone like Ninja to parent your kids. Like no, like that don't make no. To me, that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? It's not a shot at Ninja, but it's just like you need someone like him to discipline to help guide your kids. No, that's something that you should do. And I get it's tough because, you know, parents are working multiple jobs. Parents, you know, they can't be there every day. I get that. That's something that if there's any outside influence that should be helping parent your kids, it should be the teachers, right? And I get that they have their own challenges to deal with, but that should be where their influences are coming from. You know what I mean? Like that's where the influences should be. And I mean, that's pretty much it for the video. Like I'll add this. Like, you know, we ask so much of our entertainers, whether it's actors and actresses, whether it's our athletes, and nowadays these YouTube streamers, to be like role models. And frankly, I don't think that's their job. Like it depends. Obviously, it depends on the situation, but it's not their job. Like it really isn't. Like I remember the famous quote from Charles Barkley. You know, Charles Barkley, you know, notorious, notorious, I would say bad boy of the NBA, I guess you can say that. Someone who was, you know, not shy about voicing his opinion and stuff, like his strong opinions. I'm sorry, I'm outside right now, I'm sorry. But voicing his strong opinions when it comes to, you know, anything. And, you know, in a time when everyone, like, you know, like a Michael Jordan was, I guess you could say PC, but was very self-conscious of their image. Barkley didn't care. Like he was upfront about who he was. And like I said, I don't mind people who want to be role models. I don't mind people who don't want to muddle the waters when it comes to politics and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, like that's not their job. Their job is not to teach you about anything. Their job is not. If they want to create content that is not offensive to people, then that's their right. That's their right. If they want to, you know, concentrate primarily on their content, primarily want to concentrate on growing their base and stuff like that, and because that's their right. That's 100% their right, and they don't have. No one has the right to just go out there and just and be like, oh, I've seen some people criticize Ninja for his opinion. You have a right to do that, but like you said, like he's 100% right on this. Like it's not his job to be a role model for kids, right? It's not his job, because frankly, most of the kids there are watching because, you know, they like his content. That's pretty much it. It had nothing to do with it. This is like when it comes to most entertainers, I really only care about what they do at their craft, whether it's playing a sport or whether it's acting or anything like that. If those people want to share more about themselves, that's fine, and you have the right to judge them. You have the right to judge them on that. But do I think that it should be the end all be all of who they are as people? You can judge them out however you want, but is it something that is required of them to be a certain way, to have a certain belief? No, because at the end of the day, they're not robots. They're human beings, just like me and you. So they're going to have their own thoughts and opinions and stuff like that, and it's up to you whether or not you want to you know, follow in that. But at the end of the day, it's not their job to. It's not their job to parent your kids. It's your job as parents. That's on you guys. So that's pretty much it for the video. This is Hoovy186. I'm out. Peace.
Round 4. Fight. Justo hoy que tenía que confesar.